trying to think of a game to do because we can't keep doing Street Fighter.
I know.
I mean, we can.
I know.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'll come up with it.
Okay.
We should do a podcast, though.
Oh, yeah, we should.
We should.
Yeah. Now? God damn it! God damn it! It's been so long since you got me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to sit in the stool again.
You have to sit in the stool, Rob. You love it.
I have to sit in the pain stool.
It's a comfy stool. It's made
stool.
of cushions and happiness.
It is,
I
but
think
I'm
it's-
fat and it's very uncomfortable.
So, Rob.
So what's up, Dad? I'm actually angry at you for getting me with the cold open.
I did it.
Yeah.
It's your own fault.
It is.
You saw this microphone and Audacity right in front of me.
So what's up?
I mean, you know.
I got like nothing this week.
You didn't do anything all week?
Not really, no.
No?
No.
Weird.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think. I did nothing. I did something last week that I didn't talk to you about.
What?
I forgot and I was angry at myself because I didn't tell you.
Well.
I looked up the ending to The Witness.
Oh, you looked it up?
Yes.
You didn't... How far did you get playing it?
How should I know?
That's a good answer.
Yeah. I got 3 laser beams.
Sure.
Yeah. And then I realized I was just playing to see the ending.
Alright, so let's say right now, spoilers for The Witness.
Yeah.
If you haven't played The Witness and you think you might want to play a game that has a weird fucking ending to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just kept looking up the solutions to the puzzles.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic game. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. But I wasn't enjoying it.
You hit a point where you're like, I just want it to be over.
Yeah.
And like, it's that weird stage where I don't want to just stop.
Yeah.
I want to see the ending. So, okay.
And it made me feel sick. The motion, the perspective of it in the first person. I've never had a game that did that.
Yeah, and you play first-person shooters all the time.
Yeah. But
You're looking forward to that one movie. I think it's called First-Person Shooter.
Hardcore Henry. It
Yeah.
looks amazing. But something about it, I don't know why. It made me feel sick. So.
Alright. So, I'm going to describe to you what the video I saw.
Okay.
And you can tell me if this was the ending or if this was an extra thing.
Okay. Because I looked up ending and secret ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I saw was you're in an early area or whatever, and you're looking up, like you're by one of those pillar light gates that are open or closed or whatever. It doesn't matter. You look up and you see like, oh, there's that pillar of light going up so high, and like the sun's out and all this, and then you move to the left, so now the sun is at the top of the pillar, and then you bring up that cursor. You put it in the sun and drag it down.
Yeah.
And then along the edge of the gate, and that opens a door that's over there. And you go through the door, and you're going through this kind of nice, kind of lounge kind of building. And then you reach another door, and you're in impossible space now.
Yeah.
Where there's, like, the universe around you, and, like, a little walkway. And you keep going until you run out of universe. And then whoever the guy is that made this game wakes up in his bed, and you're seeing through his eyes in real life, and he's just sort of like assholing his way around this house. He's like, oh, doorknobs, what's a spoon? Oh, fuck. And then he goes outside and takes a nap.
That's the secret ending.
That's the secret ending.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not what it was though. Like what you just took it the wrong way. Because
Okay.
that's what I saw it, and I was like, okay, that was weird. Because like, he's also wearing a catheter. Like there's a bottle of urine next to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, because like my first thought was like the creator of this game is Jonathan Blow.
Yeah.
And like when I saw that, there were puzzles on his walls, and I was like, okay, why is he unconscious? He's obviously like comatose or something.
And also, before I saw this, Jonathan Blow on Twitter sent out a picture of a urine-filled bottle saying, haha, guess what I did, or whatever.
So, I first thought, okay, something weird is going on here. Because, like, all the puzzles are in there, so I thought, okay, maybe this is the room he designed the game, that's where we're supposed to take.
Yeah.
That's not what that ending means.
What does it mean?
It means that the whole game was a virtual reality simulation for this man.
Okay.
You've been playing as this guy.
Sure.
And it was supposed to cure him. The only way that you get that ending is if you solve every puzzle in the game.
Okay.
It was supposed to cure him of his severe obsessive-compulsive disorder.
Really?
Yes.
How do you know that?
That's what the theory is.
Oh, that's the game theory out there.
That's the theory. That's the most prevalent theory. Because I did a lot of research, so I was like, what the hell did I just see?
Yeah, because I saw this, and I'm like, oh, that's just pretentious as shit.
Yeah, so, like, because I was looking around, and I was like, okay, my first thought was that's Jonathan Blow, and I was like, he's been comatose, so I don't think it is Jonathan Blow. I'm not sure what I saw, but, like, he's walking around, he picks up a bowl, and he, like, kind of encircles it. So he's kind of doing the same motion that you do when you solve a puzzle. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And I think what it is that it didn't work, essentially. Because the only way that you see this is if you go and you solve all of the puzzles. So you're so obsessively trying to solve everything.
Okay.
That the only way that you can see him waking up and dealing with the fact that this new tool isn't going to cure him is being obsessive yourself.
Alright, I'll take it.
And after I saw it, I was like, well, that's fucking stupid, I don't get it. But now, after, like, thinking about it more and, like, reading some theories into it, it's like, oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, because I thought, like, oh, he's just taking this to make some statement about, like, our relationship with games and like with like reality and oh like and what is real anymore? Oh, is this door real, or was I more alive in the game than I am in life?
Yeah, that was my first thought too.
And I'm like, God, I hope this isn't garbage, because I think it is. I think it might be.
But like, he has a lot of the puzzles on his walls, so it seems like whoever created this game like took like what he had in his life and what he was obsessed with and implemented it into this simulation. But it didn't fix him, essentially.
So what's the real ending?
The real ending is that you do the thing that opens up the gate to the world. Like that door, and you get pulled back in from the door that you came out of, and it said, no, you're not ready, or something like that. That happens too.
Okay.
But you don't walk across nothingness, and you don't solve the final puzzle, and you don't see that.
So the ending is, no, you're stuck here forever?
Yeah, basically.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bad ending.
Yeah. You might still solve that super hard final puzzle that everyone's kind of raving about right now, because like uses everything.
Is that the one where like, because in the video I saw, he was walking through that dark room, and there was a puzzle on the left, and he just sort of didn't do it and kept going? Is it that thing?
I don't know.
Okay. But, like, is there a state, like an end state, where you find out, here's what this island is, except, like, not the secret thing?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'd probably watch the same video you did.
Okay.
I don't know. I like that ending a lot better. Like, I like the ideas behind it and the theories about it. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping there would be a little more.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
and there's still people, like, searching around the island.
oh yeah,
so.
there could be.
Yeah.
What's with all these statues of people, and
Yeah.
what's all... Because, like, the whole meta thing of, like, it doesn't matter what the in-game reason is, because it was just... The in-game reason is it was just a game.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine as, like, an extra bonus thing, but I would like an in-story explanation of what the hell this place is, why you're there, and what all these statues are... Like, what is this here to test, and why?
Yeah.
Why was there this observation area above it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was anticlimactic.
It was.
Do you think this game was better served as an open world environment to wander around to find the puzzles versus like a disc with a bunch of mini games on it kind of thing?
Oh yeah. It's definitely better as an open world game. Because then you walk out and you find something and you're like, I'm not ready for this yet. So you come back when you are, and then you go and find something that you know you can do. I think that's interesting. I like that.
Cool.
And I text you, I found the fast travel system in the game. It's just a boat, and there's like a map on it. So you like point where you want to go on the map, and it very slowly takes you there.
But I thought you were on land all the time.
There's water. It's an island. There's water surrounding.
Oh, so it's just taking you around.
Yeah, and then you get off on the dock.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's the same speed. You're just not holding a button.
Pretty much.
That's fantastic.
You can control the speed, so like you can go slightly faster than walking.
Oh, good.
It's like using a hoverboard around the island.
You mean a hoverboard or a board with wheels that people call?
Yeah.
That should be the name of the product. A board with wheels that we call hoverboard.
Yes.
Fucking stupid.
I was making a delivery to my brother's apartment complex the other day, and it was very late in the night, and I saw a guy riding one of those, and it had lights on the wheels of it, and it was blasting hip-hop music.
Out of the board?
Yeah.
Alright.
And I was like, that's the only reason for those.
That's a winner.
Cool.
That guy is a winner.
That's the first one of those I've seen I liked.
Rob, ask me how much anime I watched this week.
How much anime did you watch this week?
A lot.
Yeah?
So, last time I talked to you, I was 5 episodes in to like a 22 episode series.
The one about
Your Lie in April.
Yeah.
The one about where it's like it looks great and it sounds great and the characters are nice, but it's like it's all like super that you get everything by episode 3 and there's 22 of them.
Yes.
I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with it. I finished it.
Okay. Are you happy with it?
I think.
You seem very bland on the whole.
I don't know. It's one of those where it's like there's enough good about it that I can't call it bad.
Okay.
But there's enough bad about it that I can't be like, this was great.
Gotcha.
I think I said last time, I feel like if I was mid-teens when I watched it, it would have meant a lot to me kind of thing. All the characters are like 15 or something. Like I don't remember how this works, but like they're whatever age they are right before they go into high school in Japan. They're in whatever that level of school is called, and they're talking about they're studying for like the entrance exams.
Gotcha. You have to take an exam to get into high school?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know.
So you might not get into high school?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And there's ones that are harder to get into.
Oh my god. Man, I wish I never made it into high school.
I know, you rectified that right quick. All of the characters are 15 or something. All of them are like in that transitional period of their lives. The main character starts out as like a very life is pain kind of character, and every episode or two has like a super inspirational moment to it, boosted by the soundtrack in a really effective way. So it's like this would be like a really good thing for a teenager to watch.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's a weird thing of like, it's not a question whatsoever of what's going to happen, just when is it gonna happen.
Okay.
And they ended on like kind of a reveal that I don't know how I feel about, because like there is a titular lie in April.
Oh yeah.
Like at the begin, like it takes place over a calendar year, like April to April kind of thing.
Okay.
And like you find out what the lie was and who told it. Like they're going for, here's this tiny thing that influenced everything kind of thing. But it didn't feel quite as important.
Gotcha.
Though they do the thing where you find out like, oh, this character was actually all over this show before you knew it kind of thing. So if you went back and looked, like, oh yeah, there's that person.
That's cool. I like it when they do that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I would probably recommend it to somebody who's a teenager or somebody who's like a parent maybe.
Okay.
I feel like those two age groups give you like a good like emotional and mindset for it kind of thing. After that, I watched the entire series of what's this called? I always forget the name of the show and my phone won't unlock. So I also started the Crunchyroll free trial for a month.
Oh yeah?
And I went down this list of like, I just went through all of their shows, all of them. And I was like, all right, I've heard of that. I hear this is good. I recognize that character, and just building a list.
Yeah.
So there's a show called Watamote.
Okay.
So, God, how do you even describe this? So it's about this girl that's just starting high school. Mm-hmm. And she's like, finally, high school, the most popular time in a person's life. I'm gonna have friends now. Like that kind of character.
Yeah.
Imagine every unfortunate or anxiety-driven or flaw you could ever have and put it all in a big pile and make it a person. And that's the protagonist of this show. Okay. She's like the most socially awkward person ever to exist in fiction. She's completely and utterly hopeless in every way. She never succeeds or accomplishes or learns anything. Every time she talks out loud, it's one of those, like, she's stuttering and you can kind of hear noise coming out. As she leaves school, like, one of her teachers is like, oh, be safe getting home, and she just looks and stares at him for a few seconds and then runs away, and then, like, is overjoyed. She's like, I talked to somebody at school today!
Oh
and there's, like, rainbows shooting out. And
it sounds amazing.
It gives us little moments of joy. Oh, that's good, she's happy. But then you're like, oh, that made her happy. Like, we see her, like, eat a hamburger for the first time, and she loves it, and, like, that was the high point of her week.
Oh, God.
She goes to, like a comic book store and plays Yu-Gi-Oh cards against kids half her age. Mm-hmm. And cheats to beat them. Because she wants to feel cool.
I have to watch this show.
In order to practice social interaction, she gets on her 3DS and plays dating sim games that are all like anime guys without shirts talking to her. God. And she's like, alright, here's the part where they'll turn around and I'll rub their back in a circle. She's like, alright, I've trained for this, I'm ready.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, let's knock her down a peg. So, like, her little cousin comes to visit, and, like, this girl always idolized her, and she would tell her all sorts of stories.
Oh, yeah?
The cousin is now just old enough to see through the bullshit.
Oh, God.
And now it's like, I think the way they describe it is like, she used to look at me with puppy dog eyes. Now she looks at me like somebody looks at a dog that was abandoned. And it's the whole, like, oh my god, it's already been 3 months of high school. I've done nothing. What have I done with this time? What have I done with this year? If only I could just make a single friend. And then she's like, she gets in contact with, like, I guess she's a year younger, like, one of her, like, mopey friends from whatever, before high school in Japan. I don't know how that works. Oh, let's hang out, and it'll just be like old times. Yeah, it'll be great. Her friend shows up. She's, like, taller and hot. And has all of her hot girlfriends with
Oh, man. What, the show's called Watanabe?
Yeah, Watamote.
Watamote.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, you watch this, and you're like, I wish I knew this character just so I could be nice to her. Oh my god.
I have to start watching this.
It's just like, and I think there's only 12 episodes.
Nice.
Maybe 13? I think it's 12. But, oh my...
Is it just one season?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's all anyone could take. Like, there's a moment...
It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm, but anime and Japanese.
There's a moment where, like, she's like, panicking over something, so she goes into the bathroom and just leans down next to the thing and just, like, starts hitting the toilet paper so it'll unravel, and she's smiling while doing this, and it lasts, like, 30 seconds. It's like, this is...
Holy crap. Oh, man.
Oh, my god. So her hot friend works part-time in, like, a bakery or whatever. It's like a fancy cake kind of place. Yeah. It's like a little, like a Starbucks-ish kind of, but fancier. And so she's like, maybe if I work in a place like that, some aspect of my fantasy of what happiness is like will come true. So she bugs her mom, like, do you know anybody that works with cakes? I want to work with cakes. And her mom's like, yeah, I could call yeah, I do. I'll call them. I'll set it up for you. It's a fucking factory where she's, like, wearing scrubs and standing in an assembly line. Her job is to put, like a cookie on top of the cake. And then, like, during break, she's sitting there and, like, all of, like, the other people are, like, smoking and being like, God, I fucking hate this job. Yeah, maybe we should go back to prostitution.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
It was, oh my god, oh Jesus. So after that...
There's more!
Yeah, I started another one.
What is it?
It's called Humanity Has Declined.
Okay.
This one is like... So this is an upbeat, happy one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like all like the art style is like all watercolor and like...
Okay.
So...
I thought you were joking.
No, like this one is like... it's weird to talk about because I'm 3 episodes in and I don't feel like I know much about what's happening.
Okay.
All I know is, like, for some reason, humans have... Like, modern society existed and humanity is all but extinct now. And everything's, like, all, like, nature's taken over again. And, like, we live in, like, kind of medieval-esque villages. People still have technology. Like, somebody has, like, a video camera that he uses a lot.
Gotcha.
And somebody finds, like, a copy machine and doesn't know what it is, but once you're told what it does, they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't need...
Yeah, as you demonstrate.
Yes.
But there's also fairies everywhere.
Huh.
And by fairies, I mean, like, little tiny people with permanent giant smiles on their faces.
That's disturbing.
And they have technology advanced to the point that it's kind of like magic.
Oh, okay.
And they love sweets and will hang... From what I can tell, they hang around the main character because she's one of the few people left that knows how to make candy. And they'll trade, like, help in exchange for candy.
That's cool.
But she also makes them sleep in, like, separate shoeboxes so they won't reproduce. And they also have no... They're kind of sociopaths who have no concern for, like, human life or whatever. And the whole, like, it's a whole, like, oh god, we need to go out and hunt for meat because we're running out of food. You ladies stay here and kill all the chickens because we need meat more than we need eggs. And all the chickens escape. And they're like, oh. And then, but then they go out searching for chickens. And they find a big weird factory.
Okay.
And they're like, hey, this factory is making, like, equivalent of food, but out of junk or whatever. Like, it's bread, but it's not made of bread stuff. And, like, it's all run by, like... You know, like, when you, like, prepare a chicken to be eaten, it has no head or feathers. Yeah. It's just, like... Imagine that, but alive and walking around and talking to you.
Okay.
And they run that factory because they wanted to dominate the world.
Okay.
I don't know how or why. And the main character was, like, not paying attention during their exposition. Because, like, her fairy that she keeps in her pocket hands her glasses that'll, like, give subtitles to translate it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm reading, like, 2 sets of subtitles at this point. And, like, she's like, oh, it's out of focus. And she's focusing the thing while they're talking. And then she's like, sorry, I wasn't reading that. What'd you say? It's like... And, like, I forget. They, like, throw them off a cliff or something and then eat them. So it's fine. But, like, this show, like... It's all, like, very, like, blasé, like, yeah, whatever kind of thing. Like, nobody's, like, really taking the situation, like, oh, God, we're going extinct or whatever. And it's all, like, lighthearted and shit until something horrific happens. Like, they go into this factory, and they're greeted by this, like, little, you would assume, animatronic slice of bread that's explaining the factory, and this is how this is made. Yeah. And then the little piece of bread goes... Why don't you try some? And he grabs his own head and rips it apart screaming and blood is shooting out. I mean, I guess it's jelly. But, like, it's shooting out and it cuts the main character's face and, like, blood's just like, sprinkling on her face. And it cuts back to the bread screaming and it falls on the ground and starts to crawl and then stops. I'm like, holy fucking shit. And then we get a subplot about her friend trying to bring back comics.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea what's going on in this show.
Wow. Okay, then.
Yeah. Also, the main character had, like... She had, like, no hair in the first episode, and we just get some weird reference to, oh, yeah, because of the experiment. But then supplies just magically show up, and that worries everybody, but they eat them anyway. And included was some hair growth tonic.
Huh.
And it gave her, like, super long hair that she later found out is alive and will do her bidding.
Nice. Just like Medusa.
And it's weird, because there was a point where, like, a conveyor belt was throwing her off a cliff, and then something grabbed her in midair and, like, pulled her back, which I guess was her own hair?
I guess.
And it ripped a cage open so she could get out of it, and it's all, like... Oh. Wow. But, like... I'll show you the intro of one of these episodes after we're done here, and the bread scene. Okay. Because holy shit. I think that was all the anime.
That was the last anime?
Yeah.
But speaking of anime, this is quickly becoming a recurring segment on this show.
Speaking of anime?
Yes. No. What I'm about to do. I watched some weird ass hentai this week.
Oh, God.
It was called, I think it was called Dropouts.
Sure. Story of your life.
It takes place in a world where if you are a high school student and you like to prevent dropping out, if you do drop out and you don't like join the workforce almost immediately, you become like a sex slave to the upperclassmen of this school.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know what happens to the male dropouts. I think they're fine.
They get ground up and turned into food.
Yeah. I think like they just don't care. But I just thought like there's like all of like the urinals are dropouts and like the human toilets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's this weird, like, of course it focuses on one main, like the all-stars, like the best grades in the school, they get their personalized
of course.
ones.
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
The normies, as we call them, they just have to use the toilets to satisfy their needs. And it's such a weird thing, and like there's a plot where the crux of the story seems to be that this girl who had like the world on her shoulders, she could have gone to any college, she had the best grades, she ripped up her final exam, threw it in her teacher's face, and dropped out because she wasn't happy with her current boyfriend, was afraid to confess her love to this other guy, so decided to drop out so that hopefully she'd get assigned to him. I don't know if the dropouts get to choose.
I mean, I feel like they're doing more work here than they need to.
Yeah. I don't need that much of a plot. But now I'm invested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll win a Grammy.
Again, I don't think you know what those awards are. But now there's kind of this love square. It's not quite a triangle.
Oh, of course.
It's more than that. Because her ex-boyfriend is also in all the advanced classes, so he has his own personal slave, and he has sex with her all day during class. The teacher is teaching a class of people just having sex. They're not paying attention to anything.
No, that's high school. Yeah, you missed that. You dropped out too soon.
Man, I missed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have dropped out.
God.
Anyway, so he's watching them have sex, and he's super jealous because that's his ex-girlfriend. I'm assuming his ex.
I don't know.
Sure.
In the rich lore, at this point you're making character charts with lines going everywhere.
Does it not count? And he's like, meanwhile he's having sex with his dropout, and she's like giving lines like, it's an honor to service.
Sure, as you would.
Yeah, because I'm just a lowly dropout. And he's like, man, she's basically just reading from a script.
God,
and
what is this? A bad hentai? Oh.
and it's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah,
yeah, and like the ending was like, he was saying like she kept saying to him like, come on. Like, you're treating me like your girlfriend, you have to treat me like I'm your sex slave. Yeah. And he was like, what if I don't want to do that? And she said, well, then I plan on becoming a public urinal. And then there's...
These are lines people wrote.
People put time and effort into this. And to be fair, I kind of seeked it out, and, like, I didn't know what it was at the time.
You sought it out specifically.
But, like, I watched it, I was invested, I watched the whole thing, so who's worse, really?
You. Definitely you.
Well, they got paid.
Definitely you.
Okay. Alright, fair. But, I, like, watch a lot of porn. This stood out to me. This was something special.
This deserves to be a Grammy Award winner.
This needed acknowledgement.
God.
Oh, man.
So the other thing I did...
Yeah, that was my week.
The other thing I did was I finished the Bravely Second demo.
Oh, yeah?
There is a boss in there that I'm gonna have to fight for real in the real game that I'm like, oh, that's such a good idea, and I hate you. It's a job where your ability is you shoot a beam at somebody, and it reverts their health to what it was last turn.
Okay.
So
like, is that your ability or is that the boss's?
That is like this boss has that ability. You beat him, you gain that.
Okay, that's great.
But what that means is like if you take a lot of damage and you heal, he can undo heals. He can undo revives.
He can undo revives?
Yeah, because if your last turn you were knocked out, your health was 0. Well, then he reverts you to your last turn health status. That's 0.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is such a. You're right. That is such a good idea.
And like he can do that for like your how much magic you have, how many brave points you have. Bang. Again, it's a pain in the ass boss fight to fight, especially when he also has 2 guys with him as supports.
Yeah.
But this is the ultimate thing to have in your arsenal when you're against a boss that keeps like buffing themselves up and like healing themselves and stuff.
Can you use it on teammates?
I did not get to try, but oh wait, no, yes, because he used it on his teammates.
Okay, that's scary.
Yeah.
Because what that means is that once you get it, almost guaranteed every boss after that is going to have 1-hit kills. Yeah.
Maybe.
So, like, that's the kind of power that you don't want a game to give you. Because it's like, well, we know they have this, so it's fine.
Although all the jobs are optional.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, and I don't know if he's going to be, like, a main story boss or a side quest boss. And, like, they acknowledge that this is, like, not a story that's going to count in the main game. Because at the end, like, one of the characters is, like, they literally do, like, oh, I'm out of time. I have to go to my home world now. And just fades away. She's like, you won't remember any of this, neither will I. But we'll probably meet again. Bye! And then he just fades away like a ghost.
That's how Poochie disappears.
Yeah. And then the other characters are like, what are you doing out here? It's like, what am I doing out here?
Oh my god. I have to... Can I borrow Bravely Default today?
Yeah.
Great. Cool. I'm still playing Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Yes.
But,
let me actually grab it so I don't forget.
Okay. Yeah, I would forget to. But, I feel like I'm going to beat it soon. So, I feel like I'm like halfway through.
Remember how I told you in the first game, the one character, the fairy character, is like in the bottom screen as like your tip kind of character. In this one, it's the main female character from the first game.
Oh, cool.
Who is just the Pope now.
Nice.
And like they call her, Pope Anyas and like Your Holiness.
There was I did play some more Azure Striker Gunvolt.
Yeah.
And like, I told you, like, I don't know what's going on with that story, but I'm kind of getting more and more of it. And it seems like there are people with superpowers, and they're known as adepts, I guess it would be. And there was one where, like, you're kind of still working for this agency that's giving you missions, like Killer's Dead style, but you're also doing freelance stuff now, and there was one mission where you got a call from it, and it was like, hey, your ex-teammate, I forget his name, like, let's call him Johnny. He was going after this adept, and he got he really took a hit on him, so we need you, he's in recovery right now, we need you to go in after this guy. So you're like, okay, yeah, I'll take care of it. So you go in, and what I liked about it takes place in the future, and this guy, so they kept referring to them as Z. X and E. Yeah. Okay. It was XE, so he was like, Z is up ahead. I thought that was cool. And then I got to him, and before the boss fight even started, there was somebody just like walked up and killed him. And I was like, oh, crap. And my character goes, thanks for the help. I guess I'll be going now. He's like, no, I'm killing all adepts. You're an adept. Let's fight. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this guy kicked my ass.
Was he supposed to, or could you have won?
No, it took me like 2 days, but I beat him. But it was awesome, because it was like, this guy, like, I know how tough that other guy is. This guy beat that other guy. And then this guy beat that guy. This guy's super tough. And then, like, that guy was, like, it wasn't like, I won. It was like, alright, good fight. I'll see you again later. It was like, this isn't over. He's fighting, like, with the crucifix. And he's saying, like, the Lord doesn't like your kind. So there's, like, this huge racist undertone. They don't like, these people are afraid of these new superpowered people. It's awesome.
Nice.
It's such a good game. Yeah. So what else did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
I watched a lot of anime, man.
Okay. Any news?
Yeah, so PlayStation VR. Let's talk about that. It's coming out October of this year for $400.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
That puts it like it's like $200 cheaper than the current cheapest one.
Yeah. Now, is it going to be its own console? Is it going to be something you plug into the PS4?
There's intermediary box
Okay.
that plugs into both of them.
Both of what?
Like you plug a cable into the PS4 that plugs into this box that plugs into the headset.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you do need a PlayStation 4?
Yes.
Okay.
And so apparently it requires the PS4 camera accessory to function.
Really?
Yes. It's also not included and is $60.
So if you don't have a PlayStation 4 or the camera, this is like...
Yeah, don't get this.
This is like an $820 investment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the rationale was, well, it's not included because so many people already have one.
No, they don't.
No.
Nobody
I
has
didn't know
this.
that. I didn't know this existed.
No, me neither. I thought, are they talking about the iToy from the PS3?
No, there's a PS4 camera
What
thing.
is that?
I think they put it out when Kinect was going to be good, but then it wasn't, and nobody
Come
cared.
on. Oh, man.
There's a cinematic mode that works with all existing games and video content, which is basically like, from what I understand, you won't be able to put on your headset and look around and be immersed in the world of Fallout 4, but you'll be like looking at a fake big screen in front of you and like have that kind of experience.
That's really cool.
It has room scaling, so it could support some Vive ports.
Nice.
Which means like it would require like a smaller area kind of thing. This is interesting because they said right up front they're going to be cracking down on frame rate stuff.
Okay.
Their quote is saying, frame rate is really important. You cannot drop below 60 frames per second ever. If you submit a game to us and it drops to 55 or 51, we're probably going to reject it.
Wow.
And that Sony's willing to work with developers as they make games to ensure quality.
That's interesting. That's gonna hurt a lot of games.
I hope they stick with that.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like, if there's a game that runs at 30 frames per second solid, like, there's no problem with that. I hope, like, because there are games on the PS4 that run sub 60. So, what's gonna happen when you try to put them into cinematic mode?
I don't know. I mean,
your head explodes.
They didn't go into any more detail than that. I'm assuming that this is primarily for, like, the immersive world kind of things. Like, at that point, like, graphical fidelity is the name of the game at that point,
That's
you know?
True. Yeah.
There's going to be a $600 bundle, including all the accessories and hardware you could ever need other than a PS4.
The PS4 isn't included?
No. This is, like, including, like, headphones, Move controllers, cables, and all that stuff.
Oh, God, we gotta buy Move controllers, too.
Yeah.
They're not included in the thing?
They didn't say.
Oh, my God. So even me and you, who have a PS4,
Yes.
love the PS4 to death.
Yes.
We're still gonna need to shell out, like, over $500 for this.
400 plus 60 for the camera and a couple Move controllers. I'm assuming we can just plug in whatever headphones we have.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll probably be
There'll probably be headphones on the headset.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. It's like, so yeah, it would be like, it's like $400, but really $500.
Yeah.
Want to hear something else about Sony you might not want to hear?
Sure.
I'm going to say a word to you. PlayStation 4.5.
No, are they doing the same stupid thing Xbox is doing?
So they have been thinking about it too, and might have been thinking about it first. They're thinking about a more powerful version of the PS4 with improved graphical hardware that could handle 4K and more processing power for VR.
This is when I just put all my money into my PC. The thing, like, the argument is that, like, well, cell phone companies do it. Yeah, but the thing about that is, like, when you sign up for a contract, you get a cell phone for, like, $50. You can't do that with these.
No.
You can't lay down $500 every year.
Yeah, like, I read this and I'm like, well, at least I know that even if they stopped making PS4 games tomorrow, there are still hundreds out there that I can play no problem with what I have. And, I mean, to be fair, this could be, like, some kind of software update or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't want to play this game at all.
Unless it's gonna be like when they came out with like the PlayStation 3 Slim or something like that.
Yeah.
Like they've done that in the past, but you didn't need to buy them.
Yeah, I mean, it's three big questions. It's how often are they going to iterate? How much will it cost? And what kind of barrier to entry will this be for new games?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be the same thing that we talked about with Microsoft the other time? Like, will I can't think of a thing. will Street Fighter 6 or whatever come out and be like, all right, well, it only works on, PS4.7, or if you have PS4.5, that's as low as it goes. You would have to upgrade to at least that,
Yeah. That's infuriating.
Yes. I want more details.
I do too.
I want more details. I want them to be good details. Speaking of details, Platinum,
Yeah.
their Ninja Turtle game, has a strong multiplayer focus.
Alright.
Does not have local multiplayer.
What the hell? What the hell, Platinum?
I know.
Oh, forgot. Do you have any good news?
I mean, Platinum said they wanted each player to have a full screen. They wanted to have the full experience and don't have to divide the screen up. Yeah.
How awesome would it be, like, if we can get two other people, and we'd have to know two other people, but we can get two other people, and we could all sit together and, like, pick a turtle and play together. That would be great.
I had to scroll down. I'm like, I do have good news, right? So let's see. We're not quite there yet. I mean, but yeah, I agree. Like, and that could get awkward a little bit, maybe. It's like, it's the weird thing, like with Pokken Tournament.
Yeah.
That is a 2-player thing. The way that game works is that, like, you fight on, like, this kind of angled, like, free-roaming circle arena kind of thing. But then if you do something right, it knocks you into, like, a traditional, like, Street Fighter camera view. Mm-hmm. Because of the weird camera angles and the stuff about running around, one player is looking at the TV while the other player is looking at the gamepad.
Yeah. I can't believe that's a Wii U exclusive.
Pokken?
Yeah, I mean, it's Pokemon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like,
it's a Tekken crossover.
Yeah. But it's like a weird, like, why is multiplayer so weird now?
Yeah.
For everybody.
I don't know. Local multiplayer is the best.
Yeah.
No lag.
No.
More people should do it.
Yeah. So Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Is going to be a half hour longer on the home video release.
Because it's going to be the
R-rated.
Yeah.
This was going to make it edgy and
piratey.
Yeah, there'll be pirates.
Yeah.
The CG pirate hats.
Yeah.
Pirate Batman. Wasn't Pirate Batman a thing?
Yeah, when he died and came back, he was a pirate for a while.
That's a great sentence. They talked about how each DC movie is gonna have a creator-driven, unique tone to it. Okay. But then they followed it up by saying the Flash is going to be a very millennial Flash. Oh God. Does that mean he's gonna be a weird hipster? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, weird hipster.
Lots of skinny jeans and thin ties,
he's
and
gonna be like on Twitter, super fast.
He's gonna wear thick glasses even though he doesn't need glasses. And...
It's fine. I don't even like the Flash anymore.
Oh, he's gonna race Supergirl soon. Did you see the poster image they put out for their crossover?
I don't think so.
It's like an homage to like the classic like Superman versus Flash cover.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where it's the two of them and they're in the race and like all their supporting casts are around them. And it's even got like the text around it like, who's the fastest person alive? Blah 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 with a 15-cent cover price. Yeah, it's great. So Hearthstone, your favorite.
I like Hearthstone.
A game I would like you to get addicted to instead of whatever that stupid thing is.
Clicker Heroes.
So there's
Speaking of,
so there's a new hero coming to Hearthstone.
Okay. Which
you can get free when you level a World of Warcraft character to level 20.
Okay.
I thought this was a cool little piece of cross promotion kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like it'll get people who love Hearthstone to go and also play Warcraft if they don't. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't work with existing accounts that are already at or above 20, so even if you're lapsed, you would have to start a new character too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a nice way to like to use the popularity of this thing to give a shot in the arm to the other thing that might need it after some time.
Yeah. Yeah, Warcraft's kind of dying off at this point.
Speaking of something that won't die off,
Yes.
Hyrule Warriors, which is like 2 years old now.
Yeah.
So the 3DS version is coming out, or is out already. Something, who knows? No one can be
No
sure.
one knows.
No one can be sure for sure. I've said before how the bane of my existence is how all the Wind Waker characters are going to the 3DS version. I don't want to buy the game again.
Yeah.
Well, they're releasing those characters on the Wii U version in a pack over the summer.
Okay.
And that's going to include like Link and Tetra and the like King of Red Lines, and Wind Waker Ganondorf is going to be in there.
What about Linkle?
Linkle too.
Nice.
And Skull Kid, I think.
Cool.
And I'm like,
Skull Kid's not from Wind Waker.
No, but he was just in there too.
Why?
I don't know, why was Linkle in there?
Well, she's an original character.
Yeah, so is Skull Kid.
From Majora's Mask.
Exactly.
Okay.
They're doing that weird Nintendo thing where they're giving you too many ways to get the same things in too many places.
Yeah.
It's like there's this whole giant press release, and I'm like, I don't understand any of this. And then I got to the very second to last line. I'm like, oh, okay, that one, that one's for me, that one. And like they have story stuff that's not coming over, but like who cares? I just want to have like the best Zelda characters ever in copy that I already have.
And they don't have the Twilight Princess stuff in there yet.
They do.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, Wind Waker is the best ever.
It's really bad.
It is.
If I have to get 3 hours of garbage to get to good stuff,
then why do you like Twilight Princess? Oh, sick burn, man. Yeah, I know. All right, so that's coming this summer, and I'll be happy. Resident Evil's getting a musical.
What?
Resident Evil the musical will be on stage in Japan this year.
That's awesome.
That's all I know.
Oh my god, I hope it comes to America.
Yeah, sure it will.
That it might.
Will it?
Maybe.
Might it?
We got Evil Dead the musical.
Yeah, but that's like an American institution.
Resident Evil's an American institution.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Biohazard is a Japanese institution.
That's true.
Yes.
God.
Boom. You just got burned.
Oh no.
Drink some aloe for that burn.
Sick callback. That's
something that won't be out for weeks.
Oh god!
Oh god!
I think the show's over. That's all the things I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan just threw his phone on the ground. Why don't we just end the episode?
That is all I had though.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff coming and other things that are sad.
Yes. Sony. Why you betray us, Sony?
Listen, let's just take the next week to bask in the existence of Daredevil Season 2.
That's true.
We haven't started yet.
No, but we will have finished by next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler cast next week on Daredevil Season 2.
Yep.
Yep.
Whether you're done or not. Maybe by then I'll know what Humanity Has Declined is about. I'll have to show you that as soon as we're done.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right, goodbye, everybody. This has been the smallest dumb podcast we've ever done. It's less than an hour.
Yay.
You're welcome.
Bye.